Hello friends, welcome back. In this session, we will discuss the answers for the questions that we have asked you in the yesterday's quiz. That is in 15th October. We have asked a set of questions in the quiz and we are going to discuss that right now. I hope you can recollect the answers properly. If you have done mistake, please correct it from here. Breaking execution into the clock cycles is done in such a way that the amount of work done on each cycle is balanced. True or false? Absolutely true, and that's the idea behind it. Identify the steps in the execution of an instruction which are carried out irrespective of the type of instruction. Instruction fetch and decode, decode and execute, execution and memory access, none of the above, all the above. Definitely it is instruction fetch and decode. It will happen irrespective of any instruction that you are using. Consider the following piece of code segment where we need to identify the number of clock cycles required for the complete execution on a multi-cycle data path. Load word, BEQ, add, store word. So we need to understand this. We need 5 clock cycles for load word and there are 2 load words. BEQ needs 3, add needs 4, store word needs 4 again. So when you add all these, the result is 21 and 21 is the option that we need to choose. In which clock cycle does the actual addition of T2 and T3 by ALU happen in the above piece of code? So it is load word 5, load word again 5, BEQ again 3. So 5 plus 5 plus 3 is 13 is confirmed and we have got add now. So add has got instruction fetch, decode and then in the third cycle it will happen. So 13 plus 3. So answer is 16. The performance gain achieved in multi-cycle implementation results from variable number of clock cycles for instructions, fixed number of stages of execution, longer clock cycle, shorter clock cycle. Obviously the answer is variable number of clock cycles for instructions. Consider an imaginary program with all instructions requiring X clock cycles to execute. Is the multi-cycle data path always faster than single cycle data path? No, you cannot conclude so. No is the answer. The multi-cycle data path has got 5 steps. Assume that each of the above steps take the amount specified below. Fetch 305, decode 275, execute 280, memory 305 and write back 250. What will be the clock cycle period for the entire data path? It is clock cycle period. So just close your eyes and choose whichever is the longest duration here. 305 has occurred twice, yet it is the longest duration. Just take 305 and select it here. The answer is 305. Do not summarize it. The summation is not what we require here. We require the longest duration for the clock cycle. That's it. Consider a stuck at fault 0 means where the specified control signal will always have the value 0 in the multi-cycle data path. Find the correct statement from the list below. Regwrite equal to 0. All the R format instructions in addition to load word will not work because these instructions will not be able to write their results into register file. Makes a lot of sense. Memread equal to 0. None of the instructions will run correctly because will not be fetched. Instructions won't be fetched from memory. Let's think about it and let's understand if it is also true. Memread equal to 0. None of the instructions will be run. This is what we read. Memwrite equal to 0. Store word will not work correctly because you will not be able to write data into memory. IR equal to 0. None of the instructions will be run correctly because the instructions fetched from memory are not properly stored in instruction register. All of them seems very meaningful and hence the answer is all are true. Say true or false and this is the final question. A multi-cycle data path is typically faster than single cycle data path because the farmer can employ a fast clock since its hardware components are dedicated to each cycle are less in numbers and the critical path through the components is relatively short. Yes is the answer and it is true. That's all. We have dealt the questions and answers for this quiz. I hope you have done it reasonably well. If you have not, please learn it from this answers and I hope it was useful. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll be able to come back to you.